The call came on a Tuesday afternoon. My boss, Richard, asked if I could fly to Chicago for a meeting. "We're opening a regional office," he said. "We want you to lead it. Significant raise, relocation package, the works. It's a promotion you've earned." I told him I'd discuss it with my wife, Angela, and get back to him by Friday. That night, I came home excited. Angela was in the kitchen making dinner. "Guess what?" I said. "Richard offered me the Chicago position. Regional director, 30% raise. They'll cover the move, help us find a house." I expected excitement, maybe concern about logistics. What I got was tears. Angela's face crumbled. She set down the knife she was holding, hands shaking. "Chicago? You want to move us to Chicago?" Her voice broke. "Our whole life is here. My job, our friends, my family. You'd really uproot everything for a promotion?" I was taken aback. "It's not just a promotion. It's a career opportunity. We could afford a bigger house, better schools for when we have kids." She shook her head, crying harder. "I can't leave. Please don't make me choose between you and my life here." We talked for hours that night. She made compelling arguments. Her mother was getting older, needed family nearby. She'd just been promoted at her firm. Our friends were here. Moving would mean starting over. By the end of the conversation, I felt selfish for even considering it. I called Richard Friday morning, told him I appreciated the offer but couldn't relocate. He was disappointed but understood, said if anything changed to let him know. I hung up feeling like I'd made the right choice for our marriage. Angela thanked me that night, said I'd proven how much I valued us over career advancement. I believed I had. 4 months passed. Life continued normally. Angela seemed happier, more affectionate. I threw myself into my current role, trying not to think about Chicago. Then one Saturday, Angela said she was going to a work conference in Denver for the weekend. She'd mentioned it before, some legal seminar. I dropped her at the airport Friday morning, kissed her goodbye, told her to have a good trip. Sunday afternoon, I was grocery shopping when I saw him. Mark, Angela's coworker, pushing a cart, very much not in Denver. I almost didn't approach him, then decided to be friendly. "Hey Mark, didn't go to the Denver conference?" He looked confused. "What conference? I've been here all weekend. Why?" My stomach dropped. Angela said there was a legal seminar in Denver, said you'd both be there. Mark's expression changed. Uncomfortable. Guilty. "I don't know anything about Denver, man." Maybe she meant a different coworker? But his face told me he knew exactly what was happening. I left my cart in the aisle, drove home, started looking. Her laptop was in her office. Password was our wedding date. Her email was open. I found confirmation for a hotel in the city, not Denver. Here, downtown, this weekend, booked under her name. I checked her credit card statements going back months. Hotels, restaurants, all local. All charged while she was supposedly at work events or girls' nights. Then I found the messages. In a barely used email account I didn't know existed. Conversations with someone named Jay. They'd been seeing each other for over a year, meeting at hotels, long lunches, afternoon appointments. But what made my blood run cold was a message from 8 months ago, right after I'd turned down Chicago. "Crisis averted," Angela had written. "He turned down the transfer. We're safe." Jay responded, "Good. I wasn't ready to do long distance. This works out perfectly for us." She replied, "I know," I cried. Told him I couldn't leave my life here. Technically true, just not the life he thinks. They'd laughed about how I'd sacrificed my career to protect a marriage that was already broken, to keep her close to an affair I didn't know existed. I didn't pack, didn't leave a note. I called Richard. "That Chicago position," I said. "Is it still available?" He paused. "Actually, yes. We haven't filled it yet." "Why?" I told him I'd changed my mind. Could start in 2 weeks if he needed me. He said he'd send the paperwork Monday. Then I called a lawyer, filed for divorce that afternoon, emergency filing. When Angela came home Sunday night, I was waiting, suitcase by the door, divorce papers on the table. She walked in smiling, started telling me about her fake conference. I cut her off. How was the hotel downtown, the one you've been using for the past year? Her face went white. She tried to deny it. I pulled out printed emails, credit card statements, hotel confirmations, all of it. I know about Jay, I said. I know you begged me to stay not because you loved our life here, but because you were protecting your affair. She reached for me. I stepped back. I called Richard. I'm taking the Chicago job. I start in 2 weeks. You've been served. My lawyer will handle everything remotely. Please, she whispered. We can fix this. I'll end it. We can start over. I looked at her, this woman who'd cried and manipulated me into sacrificing my career for her convenience. Start over? I already am, in Chicago, without you. She tried arguing, said I was abandoning our marriage over a mistake, that leaving the state showed I never cared. I cared, I said. I turned down my dream job because you cried. I put you first, and you used that to keep your affair convenient. We're done. The move to Chicago took 3 weeks. Angela tried everything, showed up at my brother's house where I was staying, called my parents, sent letters. None of it mattered. The divorce finalized while I was in my new city, in my new position, building the career I'd almost sacrificed for a lie. 6 months into the Chicago job, my assistant mentioned a legal conference in town. I asked which firm was hosting. When she said Angela's company, I realized the irony. Angela's firm had events here regularly. She could have transferred, could have come with me, but she never intended to. She just needed me to stay. 2 years later, I'm engaged. Met Sarah at a work function. She's a consultant, travels for her career. When my company offered an expansion opportunity in Boston, I mentioned it to her. She said, "That sounds amazing for you. When do we leave?" No tears, no manipulation, just partnership. I heard through mutual friends that Angela's affair ended badly. Jay was married. His wife found out. Angela lost friends over it, got a reputation at work. She apparently tried reaching out to me last year. I didn't respond. Some people ask if I feel bad about how it ended, if leaving the state during divorce was cold. But here's what they don't understand. Angela didn't just have an affair, she weaponized my love for her to sabotage my career. She turned my willingness to compromise into a tool to protect her betrayal. The tears were real, just not for the reasons she claimed. I don't regret Chicago. I regret the 4 months I stayed after turning it down. Every day working a job I'd outgrown, protecting a marriage that was already over. My wife cried when I got a transfer offer. I thought I was saving our marriage. I was actually just making her affair more convenient. And when I finally learned the truth, I took the next offer without hesitation. Some opportunities don't come twice, but this one did. And this time, I chose myself.